I've come to understand that the learning environment I create for recovery training plays a big role in how I move forward. So I'm always reminding myself that I'm learning and not performing. This might seem obvious, but some of the musicians that I've worked with have mentioned similar struggles. Because whether you play piano, guitar, drums, trombone, violin, or another instrument, it can be really tough to move out of performer mode and into learner mode. But that's exactly what we need to do. And depending on where you are in your recovery training, learner mode means not being judgmental about your sound, about your fingering, about your articulation, or any other technical element. Those will all come later. But right now, we're working on establishing the feeling that we want with a particular action, being able to recall that feeling and making that our new default. Nothing else. Another thing that I want to mention is something that Greg has repeatedly pounded me with, and that is you can't have doubt and confidence at the same time. Think about that one. This is a big one, and this relates to mindset. And I know I've mentioned mindset before, but it's really been a huge issue for me throughout my recovery process. If you are about to go into a recovery training session and you've got thoughts like, this darn musician's vocal dystonia, I still have it, I'm not making any progress, just so tired of it, I don't think I'm going to get better, or I don't know what to work on today, I'm really confused, or I'm really upset, I just got a phone call from a friend and I'm just really upset about that. If you have any of these negative thoughts, or maybe other negative thoughts, it's time to stop yourself and recognize that you could bring this into your sacred learning environment and pollute it, which you don't want to do. So there are a couple things that you can do here. Sometimes it's just best to take the day off. Do something else, maybe listen to music, or maybe not even listen to music, but just do something else, refresh your spirit, and come back to it tomorrow. Maybe you had an incredible training session 2 days earlier, and you just need to spend some time reminding yourself of that, really bringing up that memory, visualizing it in your mind. How did it feel? How did you feel? And bring that into your training session. Maybe you just need to take a walk around the block and just recalibrate yourself. There are lots of different options, but again, the important thing is to recognize that this could be an issue. Stop yourself from bringing this into your training space and change course. The last thing that I want to mention is something that seems really simple, but it's been helpful to me, and it might be to you as well. I have found it useful to take just a couple minutes and plan my intention for my training sessions. And the reason that I do this is because sometimes I can walk into a recovery training session with one intention, and then 3 focal dystonia symptoms show up that I wasn't planning on working on, and now I'm pulled in 3 different directions resolving those, rather than sticking to my original plan. So I will make sure that my intention is clear before I walk into my training space. The bottom line with all of this is that the learning environment we create is essential to the progress that we make. And so we want to make sure that we take every opportunity to optimize the elements of our learning environment so we can have the best possible success.